Hey, what's up, everybody? This is your boy Kenny, and this is If Loving You Is Wrong, Season 3, Episode 21, and the name of this episode is Angry Men. Now, I don't know if y'all peeped this, but it looks like the Have and the Have-Nots and Queen Sugar, they are going to be some really good, they look like they really got some good seasons coming up, so, both Queen Sugar and the Have and the Have-Nots start on June 20th, and yeah, so definitely tune in for those because they show the previews during If Loving You Is Wrong, and yeah, those shows look like they're gonna be lit this season coming up. So I look forward to it. Okay, now the episode opens up where it left off. Travis is choking up Kelly. Literally, he jumped out of her trunk like he was Ray Caruth and shit, and literally has tackled her to the ground and is literally choking her out in a very pristine neighborhood. It gets to the point where she finds a stick, she hits him, tries to get away, but he tackles her down. They pretty much tussle back and forth, and then it gets to the point he actually hits her, you know, and then begins to like choke her out to the point she passed out. And so happened a woman witnessed the whole thing, and she literally had a gun on Travis and said, "Get away from her now. I saw what you did to her." And she's saying that, and he's like, "Well, you know, she needs help. You need to call the cops." And she's like, and he's pretty much trying to act like he's doing CPR on her and shit. And he's telling the lady, you know, you need to call the ambulance. And she's like, I don't trust you. I'm not going to trust anything you do, because she literally got the gun on his ass, like ready to shoot his ass. And I'm like, girl, why didn't you kill the son of a bitch? But she decides to finally go and call the cops, and then he pretty much whispers, well, it looks like you live another day, bitch. I was like, see, Travis has got to die. And Tyler, if you do not get rid of this motherfucker by this mid-season finale that's coming up next week, I don't know where I'm going to go with this show. Because I'm like, yo, how long are you going to keep this son of a bitch going? Like, he is getting to the point where he got everybody, you know, believing that he's innocent. Kelly is the only one that knows the real deal, and he is like literally, it's like he's completely taking over her life, and she's living in constant fear. So something needs to happen to this bastard, and that's all I got to say about it, Tyler. You need to do something with Travis' ass. Either put him in a psychiatric hospital or kill him. Something got to give, man, for real. Next, we actually see that Lucian is at the house. He's Natalie's sleeping, and he checks on the kids, and then he calls Pete. Him and Pete have a conversation, and Pete asks questions about Andrew, and Lucian says he hasn't heard anything about that yet. And then he also told him that he talked to the FBI agent, and the FBI agent said that they're going to pick up Eddie, and he's pretty much saying that, you know, he's not knowing where his life is going. He don't know where his life is headed because he knows how crazy Eddie can be. But he also let Lucian know that they're not going to pick up Eddie until they move him. So they're pretty much, you know, they're pretty much kind of like covering their tracks to make sure that that Pete's identity is not found. But then Lucian kind of reassures him that, look, everything's going to be fine, man. You got your whole life ahead of you. You ain't got nothing to worry about. But then it gets to the point in the conversation where Pete's thinking, like, yo, there's something that you're not telling me, Lucian. I just got a feeling like you're not telling me everything. But then he lets him know that, look, when they pick Eddie up, give me a call. So, and he tells him that he will. But yeah, he's kind of picking up that, yeah, Lucian, yeah, something ain't right with Lucian, but yet the thing is, Lucian is the one who's pretty much running the whole operation. I mean, Lucian's FBI. Next, we actually see that that Esperanza is at Kelly's house waiting for Kelly to get back with all the kids. Kelly still hasn't shown up yet, so she's worried. Next, we see that Lucian comes by, and her and Lucian have a conversation. And like pretty much in their conversation, they pretty much talk about, you know, Kelly and Travis, of course. and pretty much she lets him know that the actual officer that's the head of the case is named Dion, and she's saying that look, Dion doesn't believe her, and you know Travis has still been harassing her, and it's like nothing's being done about it. So pretty much she lets Lucian know, like, can you look into this? And he said that he will. And then he asks her a favor that, look, you know about Andrew. Andrew's missing. You know, Alex is not saying anything. So I'm asking, can you actually ask Alex something and kind of like fill me in on what's going on with that? You know, because I feel like she knows something, but she's not talking. I mean, yeah, she's not talking because she knows damn well that Eddie's ass was behind it. Or better yet, you know, Eddie done kind of got in her head and made her think that she ran him over, so she's thinking she killed Andrew. So, and then also Lucian says that he's going to throw like a little get-together for Natalie, you know, due to the fact that Joey just got, you know, reincarcerated, you know, because he violated his probation. Natalie's been down and dumped, so he wants to have like a little get-together, invite everybody over, they get to see the new house and everything, and, you know, and they can actually cheer Natalie up, and Esperanza says, okay, great, I'll be there. Next, we actually see that finally Kelly arrives back home. Kelly is obviously, looks like she's been in a fight, and she's completely shaken up. Esperanza immediately tends to her aid, and she lets her know that she pretty much lets her know that Travis was in my trunk. He got out of the trunk and he started to choke me out. And she's like, look, this shit has gone way too far. Like, you need to do something about this shit. And then Esperanza's like, look, you need to call the police. And she's like, no, don't call the police because they don't fucking believe me. Dion doesn't believe me. Rick doesn't believe me. They're not doing anything because they literally let Travis walk out, and she's pretty much like, they pretty much let Travis like literally walk out, and nobody did anything. So she's like, okay, well if they're not gonna do nothing, I'm gonna call Lucian. Esperanza calls Lucian. Lucian comes over and can tell that Kelly's been attacked, and he's pretty much saying that, look, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. And then Lucian pretty much reassures him that, look, when I get done with him, he ain't gonna never come back to your house again. Mark my words. So we see that Lucian's on top of things. Next, we see that Lucian goes to the precinct. He talks to Dion, and Dion really pissed me the fuck off because he pretty much says that he's only going by the evidence. He don't trust her. He don't believe her. And, you know, as far as Travis, yeah, Travis but Travis comes from like a very well-established family in Maxine, you know, but something about him don't add up either, and I'm on it, but I don't really trust either one of them because I think they're both crazy, but I don't trust her, and, you know, I'm the head officer on this case, and I'm going to handle it my way, and so far I'm going by the evidence, and the evidence is showing that she has been texting him and all of that, so that's what I'm going by. I don't trust anything she says. And I'm like, you dumb motherfucker. He's coming in there letting you know that Kelly's not lying. I know Kelly, but he says that, look, if you can get like a witness or something or someone to come up here to vouch for her, I will listen to them, but I don't want to hear anything she has to say because she has no credibility in my eyes. So Lucian's like, you know what, fuck you. And he literally goes to Stevens and talks to Stevens about it. Stevens like, look, he's the head officer in this case, you know, we got to stay out of it. He's like, look, we got damn jurisdiction on this shit, and if anything, what I'll do is that I'll fucking say that he kidnapped her, and I'll turn this shit to a federal, and therefore, fuck him, I'll be the head person on this case, since he want to get all fucking stupid. And then Stevens is like, yo, what is this officer talking about Pete talking about telling everything about what Eddie did, and now they're talking about picking up Eddie. He's like, yeah. And he's like, I thought I told you to hold off on that. He's like, look, I can't hold off any longer. What? I'm going to wait till more shit pops off, you know, and Eddie kills more people? He's like, look, I'm trying to take down the cartel. We get him aligned with the cartel, we take down everybody. You know, I just need a little bit more time. And he's like, yeah, okay. You know, but he said that, first of all, you know, you need to fucking pick up Travis. You know, that's what you need to do. Get Travis' ass in here, then I'll work. Then fine, I'll work with your shit on Eddie, but you need to get Travis' ass in here. And he's like, okay, fine, I'll do it. He's like, okay, yeah, get on it then. So I was like, okay. It was cool to see, you know, Lucian, you know, kind of take charge with Stevens and say that, look, if this keeps going on, Travis is going to kill her, and these dumb motherfuckers just going by the evidence, and they don't even realize that the evidence could be rigged. You know, so they're not even looking outside of anything. Next, we see that while Lucian is about to walk out, he runs into fucking Eddie. And Eddie all talks about, oh, yeah, I know about, you know, it's like, oh, yeah, I not too long ago ran into your baby mama. You know, I mean, I hear you a baby daddy. And he's like, I know I'm a baby daddy, so what's your point? He's like, oh, yeah, but I didn't know that you was messing around with my cousin. He's like, dude, you better get the fuck out of my face with all that. He's like, oh, yeah, you can't wait till I tell Natalie, you know, and I'm going to make sure that your whole family, you know, burns to the ground, bitch. And he was like, yo, I got your bitch, nigga. You're going to see who the bitch is at the end of this shit. He's like, yeah, all right. And I'm like, Eddie's still talking his buku shit. Don't even realize that, look, your shit is about to crumble down on your ass. But, you know, you can't tell Eddie shit because Eddie's fucking psychotic. Alright. Then, this is kind of like one of the main scenes, you know, of this episode. Alex is in the house. She looks outside and she sees that Brad is parked in her driveway. She gets in the car. They pretty much go back and forth, and she finally gets in the car with him because, obviously, it's plainly obvious Brad is still in love with Alex. And they pretty much have a conversation. They have a conversation about, you know, the children, about, you know, her baby, whatever. She lets them know that the baby's in foster care. And she pretty much tells the whole story about how, you know, Randall was about to get custody of the baby. So I decided to pull a Hail Mary and say that I was sleeping with somebody else. And that's where he got this whole idea that it was like Lucian or whatever. And pretty much she said that I spent it out of control, and now he done ran to Natalie and told you this shit, and now he done fucking, you know, told you that Lucian is the baby father. And she's like, he's not. And she said that, no, Randall is the father of the baby, but I wanted to prolong it because I don't want him to get custody because he'll always have that to hold over me. And pretty much, you know, they pretty much talking. He says that, look, you know, he admitted to her that I'm still in love with you. And she's like, I still love you too. But he's like, how's this gonna work? You know, I can't be in the house with your son. And she's like, yeah, I know. And then the next thing, then he's like, I gotta go. And she's like, why do you have to leave? And she said, because of him right there. And guess who the fuck at the damn car is motherfucking Psycho Betty talking shit. Like, oh, well, Alex, I just want to let you know that the DNA results are back, so you might want to, and that we're doing the court tomorrow, so you might want to get your little beauty rest because looks like you're going to need it. And if you want, you know, I'll be in the shed tonight if you still want to meet up with me like you said. You know, me, the shed, you know, anything could happen. I mean, I'll just be in there waiting for you, you know, if you actually decide to come over. But, Brad? Okay. All right. I was like, this crazy black bastard better take your stupid ass fuck. And then, like, that's when Brad finally admitted, I can't live with you, not because of the baby, but because of him. Because I really want to hurt that son of a bitch so bad. And then Alex was like, well, he almost did get hurt pretty bad. And he said that almost doesn't count. I want that motherfucker dead. So, eventually, Alex gets out the car, Brad pulls off, and then Randall's still talking like, you know, what, are you two talking about getting back together? You know, the offer still stands. You know, if you still want to go out to the shed, you know, I'll be out there. You know, just waiting to use these tools. You know, these tools need to be. I need the tools to work. So, won't you come over and I can work these tools? And I'm like, Psycho Betty, if you do not take your trifling, psychotic, if you don't take your broken, psychotic, crazy ass on somewhere with your bullshit, like, nobody's got time for that. And it's just like, Alice is to the point where she's just like, I can't with this motherfucker. Like, you're fucking crazy. And it's like, now she's really getting it. Like, yo, you literally just had a baby with a fucking psychopath. Now you see what you done got yourself into, and you see that this bitch ain't gonna stop. Then we get the end episode, and it's at Kelly's house. Kelly wakes up, and she goes in to check on Justice. Now, this shit pissed me off. It pissed me off because here it is, nighttime, and you mean to tell me that while it was daybreak, you didn't think to lock your windows and to lock your door? Every damn thing in the motherfucking house was unlocked. And she locking up everything, thinking she doing something like shit. I'm thinking to myself, the asshole probably already in your house already. You done already had more than one way to get in. You left every damn thing unlocked. And then now she's locking all her windows and shit. Now she wake up till she hears the dog barking. She gets paranoid and now wants to lock up everything. I'm like, bitch, what the fuck? You mean to tell me that you are so out of it that you don't forget, you didn't realize you need to lock up everything? Because Esperanza did offer to for her to come to her house, and she said no. You know, I'm not going to be run out of my home. You know, okay, fine, bitch. If that's what you were going to do, then you should have made sure you had, you know, not only a weapon, but you should have made sure that everything was locked. You should have made sure that he had no way of getting into that house. And then after she does all of that, she goes back to bed thinking she's good, and then all of a sudden we see a black glove cover her face. And that's where the episode ended. But good thing though is that Lucian at one point did come back after he done talked to Stevens and all that, and they said that they was gonna, you know, bring in Travis. It's pretty much Lucian lets Kelly know that Travis is nowhere to be found, but if you need me for anything, just call me. I'm right up the street. I got you. So Lucian is now on it. But it's just like, Kelly, it's like, as much as I want to feel sorry for you, I can't feel sorry for you because, bitch, you're doing this. You have done the dumbest shit throughout the whole entire season. Like, first of all, bitch, you already have suspicions that he did something to Ramsey. You should have said something about this a long time ago. And you never brought this up. You didn't even bring this up to the damn police that you think Travis did something to him. So now this fool walking around thinking that because of his good name and of his good standing and because of his connections that he can just get away with shit. You helped create this shit. And now you're a victim of it. But yeah, that's my review, y'all. But next week is the mid-season finale. And personally, I'm going to keep naming this episodes the way they are because this whole whatever episode this is on, it's just really confusing as hell to me. I'm not going to lie. But I'm going to stay true to it, though. But yeah, that's what I got for y'all. And if I missed anything, put it down in the comments. I'd be more than happy to talk to you about it. But subscribe to my channel. Click that bell so you can get notifications every time I drop a video. Like this video, share this video, and comment on this video. And also, let me give a shout out to my boy, The Jedi. I love his reviews. I actually, you know, love when he be going in on Tyler and he goes in on the characters. Like, he's phenomenal. So definitely check out The Jedi and check out his reviews. And definitely, look up my boy, The Jedi. I mean, the guy's amazing. So, that's pretty much what I have for you guys. You know, so until next week, guys, take care.